Hello students, already in the last lecture we have understand the fundamental formulae for sin theta, cos theta, tan theta and cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. Now there are some correlation and we are trying to find out that part one by once again over here. If theta is over here, then I am writing the first formula sin theta, opposite side upon hypotenuse, AB upon AC. So the first part is sin theta is equal to AB upon AC, opposite side upon hypotenuse. So AB upon AC. Here I am going to write the part opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. Next, formula for cos theta. Now here cos theta is nothing but adjacent side upon hypotenuse. From diagram it is BC upon AC. So it become BC upon AC. And third formula, that is tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side, AB upon BC. Therefore tan theta is equal to AB upon BC. It become AB upon BC. In this way we have written all three formulae. Moving to the next formulae. Sin, cos and tan, exactly opposite ratios are available, and the first part is cosec theta. Now here cosec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon opposite side, AC upon AB. So it become AC upon AB. Next, sec theta. Here sec theta, and sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon adjacent side. So it become AC upon BC, AC upon BC. And last part, that is nothing but cot theta. And formula for cot theta, it is nothing but adjacent side upon opposite side, means BC upon AB. So BC upon AB. These are nothing but 6 fundamental formulae over here for the part. Once again, sin theta, that is nothing but opposite side upon hypotenuse, AB upon AC. Cos theta is nothing but adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is nothing but BC upon AC. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side, AB upon BC, that we have written over here. Next, cosec theta, that is nothing but hypotenuse upon opposite side, AC upon AB. Next, sec theta. Sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon adjacent side, that is AC upon BC. We have written AC upon BC. And last part, that is cot theta. Cot theta is nothing but adjacent side upon opposite side. Naturally it is become BC upon AB. BC upon AB. Now student, with the help of same structure, we are trying to understand the property called as a trigonometric identities. Now what exactly mean by trigonometric identities? These are the fundamental properties that we are using during solution of numerical. In case of a solution of a numerical, the first property is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is called as a fundamental identities. Now in this lecture, we are trying to find the proof and how this proof arrive over here. So as per their condition, identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We are keeping the same structure, that is our triangle ABC over here. Your respective angle C is theta, remains same over here, no change. Side opposite to theta, AB is your opposite side. Angle B is a 90 degree, therefore AC is your hypotenuse and BC is adjacent side. With the help of that, we have written 6 ratio. Among them, first is sin theta, and sin theta is nothing but opposite side upon hypotenuse, AB upon AC. Next, cos theta. Cos theta is nothing but adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is nothing but BC upon AC. Next, tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side, AB upon BC. In a similar manner, cosec theta. Cosec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon opposite side, that become AC upon AB. Next, sec theta. Sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon adjacent side, that become AC upon BC, we are written over here. And last, cot theta. Cot theta is nothing but adjacent side upon opposite side, that is BC upon AB. We have written all this property so that we have to check first fundamental identity, second identity and third identity. Among them, first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, and we are trying to find how this proof come. So as per this identity, LHS is sin square theta plus cos square theta. So I am writing that part over here, and the part is, as per this condition, LHS, they have given LHS, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now they have given sin square theta plus cos square theta, we consider it as a LHS. Now we know sin theta is AB upon AC, sin theta is AB upon AC. So I am writing sin square theta, automatically it become AB square upon AC square. So it become AB square upon AC square plus, now they have given cos square theta. We know that cos theta is BC upon AC, cos theta is BC upon AC. Automatically cos square theta is equal to BC square upon AC square. So I am writing cos square theta, that is BC square upon AC square. Now from this step you can easily observe that for first part base is AC square plus sine, for second part base is AC square. Now base is AC square, AC square. So I am writing that base, which is a combined base over here, and that is equal to AC square. Now your numerator contain the value AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. So it become AB square plus BC square. Now your numerator value is AB square plus BC square. If you observe this diagram, and the part, I am going to remove the additional part so that your total focus easily goes to your respective triangle, and the part is, as per your respective triangle, you very well know that AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square, by Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Naturally AB square plus BC square, this evaluation become AB square plus BC square, this evaluation become AC square, and already your base is AC square. Naturally AC square upon AC square, AC square upon AC square, that is nothing but 1. So simply I am going to write it as 1. So as you have started a part of LHS, starting from sin square theta plus cos square theta, you are coming to the conclusion that is 1. So in this way we are going to write the property, and the property is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And this is your fundamental property, or you can say fundamental identity. So your property is proved over here, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. In this case, I have taken a triangle ABC. You can also cross check for triangle PQR, LMN, or any method which is available from your book. Now we are moving over here for second fundamental identities, and the part is, here in case of second fundamental identities, here second fundamental identities for the part is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. I repeat property, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And now we are going to prove this property over here. So the part is, we have to prove 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, where 1 plus tan square theta is LHS. So I am going to start the property from LHS, and the part is, so the part is, therefore LHS, and that is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to, now student, value of 1 remain as it is, so value of 1 is as usual, plus tan square theta. Now tan square theta, what is meant by tan theta? So your value of tan theta is AB upon BC, value of tan theta is AB upon BC. Naturally tan square theta become AB square upon BC square. So I am writing that value, AB square upon BC square. In this way you have completed the first step. Now simplification and a part. As it is a 1, there is no base, so I am going to write it as a base and converting it into 1. Why? Because if any number is given, its base is always 1. Its base is always 1. So that I can make simply cross product over here. And the next step is, here the next step and the part is BC square into 1, BC square into 1, so base become BC square. And here the part is BC square into 1 as a cross product, BC square into 1, BC square into 1, that become BC square, plus 1 into AB square, this plus sign because it is a middlemost plus sign. If it is a minus, then I have to write the minus, but now it is a plus, so I am writing plus. 1 into AB square, 1 into AB square, that become AB square. Now you are reach up to the step, that is BC square plus AB square upon BC square. I am writing it slant modification. I am just taking AB square ahead and shifting BC square at the back. So it become AB square plus BC square, AB square at a first, plus sign as usual, BC square over here, divided by BC square. So divided by BC square. Now this is again important step, just like previous part. AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. By Pythagoras theorem, it is AC square. So AB square plus BC square, I am writing AB square plus BC square, and that become AC square. Divided by BC square is as usual, divided by BC square is as usual. And this AC square upon BC square we can also write as numerator as well as denominator, as well as numerator as well as denominator, both containing a square. So I am writing square over here. And AC square upon BC square can be also written as AC upon BC bracket square, AC upon BC bracket square. But now what is meant by AC upon BC as per this diagram? AC upon BC, AC upon BC means sec theta, AC upon BC is sec theta. Naturally AC upon BC square means sec square theta. So I am writing it over here as sec square theta. And now again you are able to get a property 1 plus tan square theta. Starting from 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So your property become 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And this property you can use in your numerical. So in a numerical, sometime it come as a 1 plus tan square theta. You can replace it by sec square theta. In some time you will get sec square theta. You can also replace it by 1 plus tan square theta. And in this way our second property 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta is get completed. Now already in a previous lecture we have completed the first property, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second property is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And last property that we are going to complete in terms of identities. And the third identity is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So your property become 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Now how to prove it? That is a part over here. So again type and pattern remain same. We are taking LHS, which is 1 plus cot square theta, and we have to reach up to cosec square theta. And the proof is again sin, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot we have already written, as well as a triangle from which we have taken a reference, that is also written over there. So again your LHS for third identities and the part is, your LHS is 1 plus cot square theta. So I am writing 1 plus cot square theta. Now here 1 plus cot square theta, and we have to make simplification of that. So here in the first step I am writing 1 as usual plus cot square theta. Remember cot square theta, as per our diagram, cot theta is nothing but adjacent side upon opposite side, means BC upon AB. We have also written cot theta is BC upon AB. So cot square theta, it simply become BC square upon AB square. So I am writing BC square upon AB square, and in this way your first step is get completed. Also this is 1, there is no divided by, so I am writing divided by 1, because if any number is given and there is no division, means it divided by 1 only. Now next step is simplification, and the part is here we are going to write the simplification of part, and the pattern become here AB square into 1, AB square into 1 is AB square. So AB square into 1 is AB square. Now AB square is going to get multiplied with 1, AB square is going to get multiplied with 1, so AB square into 1, that become AB square plus, why plus? Because this sign is a plus, so I have written AB square into 1, that become AB square. Next 1 into BC square, 1 into BC square, that become BC square. So AB square plus BC square. So 1 into BC square is BC square. Again we are getting a step AB square plus BC square, which is a part of a numerator. Now AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. According to Pythagoras theorem, it is AC square. So here AB square plus BC square, I am going to replace it by AC square, and again your denominator is AB square. So again your denominator is AB square. So again simplification of this step become AC square upon AB square, AC square upon AB square. But AC square upon AB square means you can simply say AC upon AB, this bracket square. Now what is meant by AC upon AB? What is meant by AC upon AB? Here AC upon AB, that is nothing but cosec theta, because cosec theta is nothing but AC upon AB. Naturally AC upon AB square is nothing but, now AC upon AB bracket square, but now AC upon AB is nothing but cosec theta. Naturally AC upon AB bracket square, that is nothing but cosec square theta. And again we are able to get a property 1 plus cot square theta, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Therefore 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. And in this way we can have a part in terms of property 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Student, remember it very carefully. Sometime in a numerical we are getting 1 plus cot square theta. At that time we have to replace it by cosec square theta. Sometime in a numerical it is given as cosec square theta. We have to replace it by 1 plus cot square theta for simplification. Once again I am going to revise all three properties that I have completed in this lecture, and the part is, your first property is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or 1 is equal to sin square theta plus cos square theta. Second, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. You can say sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. And third and the last property is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta, or cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. In this way these are called as three identities of trigonometric ratio. Hello friends, continuation with the last part. Already we have completed all the basic fundamental formulae related with sine, cos and tan, and next cosec, sec and cot. Now we are moving with some important part which is actually a reference of your 9th standard, but now it is most required in 10th standard. That is nothing but value of standard angle in terms of sine, cos, tan and cosec, sec, cot. In this case, when you basically understand, you have to draw such a table over there, and with the help of that part we are going to complete the structure. Now what is exactly? It is called as trigonometric ratios of standard angle Like standard angle is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. These are some of the values which are taken into consideration. So once again, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Then every teacher is going to explain his or her method as per his own choice. So I am going to clear my concept just for understanding. Here first of all, there is a part which is a table of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can say 6 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 column. Means you can say 6 by 7 or 7 by 6 table is in front of you. And starting from the part over here. First of all, you have to write the part in terms of angles. And the angles are, these angles are in degree Celsius and we are going to write it as 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. These are the angles which is in standard form and we are going to write the pattern over here in terms of sine, cos, tan and sec, cosec, cot. But first of all, try to understand. These angles are generated with the help of 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Means they are going to draw a circle with unit radius. Circle with unit radius means a circle having a radius like 1 centimeter, 1 meter or whatever may be in terms of 1 unit. And in the first case, your angle is 0 degree, means it is overlapping on it. In 30 degree, your angle is of 30 degree and perpendicular sector correlated. In 45 degree, your angle is increased in anti-clockwise direction up to 45 degree. In 60 degree, your angle is making angle of 60 degree, where 1 is called as the initial arm and 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree or 90 degree, these are indicated as terminal arm. And with the help of unit circle, these angles are going to get derived with 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, indicating 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. No doubt it is not exactly part of your syllabus, but you should know the concept of unit circle. Now moving to the part over here. Now the second part. Again, in textbook or in any book, the method is something different and whatever method I am going to give you, that is something different. Every teacher is going to give his or her own method. You can remember this table by your own method. Now according to part, here first of all write sine, cos and tan. Up to this part, every teacher is going to tell you the same method, and about bottom, teacher is going to change their method. First of all, this is a table which is available in your book of 9. So taking to the part, you have to remember 5 values and the respective values are. First, you remember 5 value and then write it in reverse order. And in the third category, take the ratio of sine upon cos, that gives you the value of tan. Once again, first remember 5 value, write it in reverse order and then take the ratio of sine upon cos, that gives you a tan. Now what is the method? First 5 value, remember these 5 values: 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. I repeat, these are the 5 value that you are supposed to by brain for this part, and the part is 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. These are the 5 value. Let us say you are by brain it, you are remember it. So sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 upon 2, sine 45 is 1 upon root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and sine 90 is 1. Now the next part is, in cos, just write this order in reverse condition. Means in here you are written 0 first, write it at the last. So 0. You are written 1 upon 2 and second position, then it is in second last position. So 1 upon 2. Next you are written 1 upon root 2, it come as it is over here middle. So it become 1 upon root 2. Next root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2. And value of 1 is over here. And in this way, first you are written 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. In a reverse order again you are written 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. This is a simple logic. If you remember this 5 value, rest of the table can easily remember by you. That is the part. Next, tan is nothing but sine upon cos. Tan is nothing but sine upon cos. Applying that fundamental principle over here. And tan is nothing but sine upon cos. So 0 upon 1. 0 upon 1 is equal to 0. Now student, please remember one logic, and that part is, if 0 is get divided by any number, 0 is get divided by any number, then its answer is always 0. I repeat, 0 is going to get divided by any number, then its answer is always 0. Vice versa. If any number is get divided by 0, any number, you can take 5, 8, 10, 1, anything, that answer is not defined because 0 cannot divide any number. For example, if I am going to write 1 upon 0, then you have to write not defined. So in this table, instead of writing not defined, I have taken a shortcut, that is n dot d. Remember it very carefully. So starting from that part over here, 0 upon 1, that becomes 0. Next, 1 upon 2 divided by root 3 by 2. 1 upon 2 divided by root 3 by 2. By 2 get cancelled, and 1 upon root 3. So this value become 1 upon root 3. Third, sin 45 is 1 upon root 2. Cos 45 is 1 upon root 2. Then tan 45 means sin 45 upon cos 45. So 1 upon root 2 divided by 1 upon root 2. That value become 1. Next, about 60 degree, the ratio of sin 60 and cos 60 means root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. By 2 get cancelled. Root 3 upon 1. Or you can simply write root 3. Remember, this root 3 is not alone. It is root 3 divided by 1. But we are not writing divided by 1 over there. Now the last and main part. 1 divided by 0. So when you go to write 1 divided by 0, that answer become not defined. Remember it very carefully. So your value of tan 90 is not defined. Means you will never get any numerical which include the value of tan 90. Because you cannot define it, you cannot evaluate it, you cannot calculate it. So you cannot put that value also. Next to this part, every teacher having his own method for explaining. And the part is, I am going to follow a cross type method. Cross type method means exactly tan ka opposite cot. So exactly opposite of tan, that is a cot. So I am writing it over here. If tan is a reciprocal of a cot and cot is a reciprocal of a tan, I have to just make a reverse value of that, or you can say reciprocal value of that. So 0 upon 1, its reciprocal is 1 upon 0. That simply become not defined. That I already told that I am not going to write not defined total word, short form ND. Now 1 upon root 3, its reciprocal is root 3 upon 1, which we can simply write as root 3. Now 1, reciprocal of 1 is itself 1, because 1 divided by 1, if you make reciprocal, then again it become 1 divided by 1, and that value become 1. Now your value is root 3. It is not a root 3, it is root 3 by 1. If I am going to write root 3 by 1, its reciprocal become 1 by root 3. So this value is 1 by root 3. Now here for cot 90, here tan 90 is 1 by 0. Now it become reverse, means 0 by 1. So it becomes 0 divided by 1, and that is nothing but 0. Why? Because you can divide by any number with 0. 0 can be divided by any number. 0 can be divided by any number. Its answer is always 0. But any number cannot divide by 0. In that case, you have to write not defined. Student, remember it carefully. Now, we have written a reciprocal of tan to cot. We get the value. In the same way, reciprocal of cos, that is sec. Now your part is, reciprocal of cos is sec. Remember, every teacher is giving his own method. I am going to give my method for your understanding. Reciprocal of 1 is 1. Why? Because 1 divided by 1, reciprocal become 1 divided by 1, that answer is 1. Now root 3 by 2, its reciprocal is 2 by 3, because the reciprocal of cos is sec. So root 3 by 2, its reciprocal become 2 divided by root 3. Next, here 1 upon root 2, its reciprocal become 1 upon root 2, its reciprocal is root 2 by 1. You simply write it as a root 2. If you write upon 1 or not, that depend upon you. Next, here value is 1 upon 2. Its reciprocal is 2 upon 1. Means you can simply write 2. And the last value, this is a 0. Remember, it is not a 0, it is 0 divided by 1. 0 divided by 1. So its reciprocal become 1 divided by 0. Its reciprocal become 1 divided by 0, which is written as not defined. In this way, all the reciprocal of cos is get converted into all the reciprocal of sec. Now the last part, reciprocal of sine, that is a cosec. So here cosec, and every time we are not specializing any value, so you have to write theta, 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 theta and theta. Why? Because it is an indication of an angle which we have taken into consideration. Now we have to write the modification over here. For that part, here evaluation is reciprocal of sine is now cosec. Reciprocal of sine is now cosec. Means you have to just make a reciprocal of the value which is available in the table series from sine. So it is 0. Actually it is not a 0, it is a 0 divided by 1. So 0 divided by 1, that value become 0 divided by 1, its reciprocal is 1 divided by 0, means not defined. Reciprocal of 1 upon 2 become 2 upon 1, means you can simply write it as 2. 1 upon root 2, its reciprocal become root 2 upon 1. Root 2 upon 1 means simply root 2. Next, from sine table 60 root 3 by 2, its reciprocal is 2 by root 3. So it become 2 upon root 3. So remember, this is root 3 by 2 and its reciprocal become 2 by root 3. Why? Reciprocal of sine is cosec or reciprocal of cosec is sine. And the last value 1. Reciprocal of 1 is 1 itself. So it become 1. And in this way, you can remember entire table which is required for your examination. Now, why this table is important? The reason behind is that this table is important because they are not giving any condition directly. They are going to ask you mixed numerical. For example, cos 45 into cot 60 divided by sin 45 into cosec 30. They ask you any value. Something multiply by, something divided by, and for that part you should remember this all value. Rather you just remember this table and that is going to help you all the way in terms of examination. Rather for the numerical which is coming in trigonometric ratio. Now student, remember, as we have followed the trick 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Reverse order is available 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. To cross check your table whether it is a perfect or not, you can follow the same part over here. If you follow cosec and sec, they are also reverse of each other. So sine, so here I am going to take 1 by 0 means not defined, 2 root 2, 2 by root 3, 1. You will get the same reverse order. Here 1, 2 upon root 3, root 2, 2 and again 1 by 0 means not defined. Means you can check not only this series but also you can check this series, and that is why the table is written by this method. Up till this part, thank you very much.